Look at that glorious 40 FPS.
Mission begins in 60
So,
seconds.
I stored a crit on my fist here, which, if you don't know how to do that, it's just, you hold down your second mouse button with the gunslinger out, and you walk up and double hit your teammate, and, whenever you get 3 consecutive hits, the third one is a crit. Well, if you're hitting a teammate for the first 2 and you're holding down your mouse too, you store that crit, and you can switch weapons, and you can wrangler jump, and you can do all kinds of things as long as you're holding down M2. And it's pretty dumb, but it's an insta-crit for 195, and for pretty much every class that you're going to be dealing with as engineer, that's a 1-hit. So here I switched to my shotgun so it's not super obvious that I'm going to run up and punch some dude in the face.
10 seconds.
So now we're just waiting. I'm going to let Flatline go first here,
2, 1.
so that I don't ruin his cloaking and everything. Especially, like every class, especially scouts and rangers and stuff, if you see your spy cloaking somewhere, don't walk near him. So they call it that pyro, and I was going to see if I could get him, but Flatline's over there, and I don't want him chopped out, because he's going to be going for the med. Flatline's gone, so I'm going to peek in here, see if I can't get anything. Their sentry's wrangled, so I figure I can at least get a pyro, but he air blasts me away, so I'm not going to be able to get him. I get out, luckily. I probably should have died there, because I was being stupid. But we get the cart super far, and so now I'm just building minis and stuff. There's no reason that soldier should be as annoying as he is, because I have a short circuit and I can just hold M1 at him. But here comes a scout, he comes ruin my day. He direct rockets me somehow, and I get destroyed. Luckily my gun stays up, so I can handle anything that's going to come peeking by. Go ahead and build a teleporter, because they're super important on payload offense. Try and clear stickies, literally miss stationary objects, because I'm amazing at this video game. Try and shoot at them, they're wrinkled at me. Not a good plan. Here I'm not really sure what to do. I'm just kind of running around, maybe get some damage out. We capped it, so I'm going to go ahead and start pushing. Try and clear that sticky, miss it again. Glorious shotgun aim. As you can see, my DM is impeccable. Just pushing the cart, super exciting. Very good. We get to the turnstile. There's no reason we should be holding this far back. This is where we fail every time, is we don't blitz into second, and you really do need to. You need to prevent them from getting any kind of setup going, because once a setup happens at second, it's so difficult to push into them. Short circuit is so good, like especially when you have near infinite metal because of the cart. You're rarely going to be running out of. You're rarely going to be at a time where you're like, that 18 metal I spent was really important. Sure do wish I had that 18 metal. So here, throw up a gun, it gets taken down immediately because their sentry's not wrinkled. It's just a level 2. We're trying to get Uber to get in. We get in, but we pop it on our heavy for some reason first. I killed the engineer, which is good. I don't know why he was being so stupidly aggressive. He really should have just run away instead of trying to, come shoot us. Go to dispenser. We're playing really passively because we have horrible health, but we get a few picks. I'm not sure if that was their actual pyro or if that was their spy dead ringing as a pyro. Either way, they call it out. Their sniper goes down. I'm not even sure how we're getting these picks. So we start pushing in. I figure I can take the soldier, but he has a heavy friend, and then he has a spy friend, and then they have a demo. So I get destroyed. We get Uber, and we should be pushing in here. We pop on our heavy again, probably not the best choice. Especially when you have to climb up those stairs and stuff, heavy is so slow that it's super important that you pop on a class that can, jump up there like soldier or demo and get some nice damage out rather than a class that lumbers around. So it works, luckily, and we push them out. We cap, get those glorious cap points. The teleporter I set up is now completely useless because I'm a cool guy. We're getting spammed out. I'm like, whatever, I'll just build here. I yell at the medic to get the health pack. He doesn't. he gets hit by a spam rocket. That spy should have stabbed me. I got super lucky there. And so we just keep going, pushing. Get Gerarded here. So now it's just trying to get it up the hill. This is where they hold third for like all the time in the world because we don't push correctly a single time. So as you can see, I'm alone in the cart. I'm trying to get it up the hill because that's super important. They're wrangling it at me. We get it up the hill. Demo is behind us and he spams me out. Flatline's walking around. He's trying to find a good pick to get. He's gonna spawn camp them a little bit, try and go for a good combat class. See, if you can hold on that hill and your team's working with you, you can hold that hill for pretty much forever. You can win the game on that hill and never even have to defend last, as long as your team cooperates really well. My mini gets out a lot of damage on somebody, and I'm not really sure how. I guess I just weren't shooting it and weren't paying attention. Building that dispenser. They Uber, I'm not really sure what to do, so I kind of hide. Try and get some damage on the heavy. That med, our med should have died there. We got the soldiers just in time. So I call out the stickies. So I know we're going to be getting spam, so I'm holding in one with the short circuit, but I switched to shotgun because I figure we're safe, but more spam gets us. Stand on trying to get a pick on somebody. Upgrading the telly. At this point, it's just like we need to get Uber and we need to get in, we need to get picks. And there's no reason we should be taking this long other than we aren't keeping our med very safe. And now we're playing really passively, which is a horrible idea. You don't want to let people get that forward hold on you, because then you're not going to win. I try and play pocket engineer a little bit so I can protect our med from spam, call out that sniper. Build a mini here. Here I rotate up here for, like, I figure if someone's coming out of spawn or they're doing something, I can try and get them. Someone calls out the sentries wrangled, so I go for it, but as you can see, it wasn't. And I get destroyed. And there's just really not a whole lot we can do here without, like, an Uber or our team working together super well. I should probably move that dispenser up. Oh, I do. Okay. So, at this point, I call. I'm getting impatient because we're not pushing what we need to push, and they've held this point for significantly longer than they should. Like, our car got pushed all the way back down the hill, so that's another big step we have to take. So now I'm just trying to get damage out, call out that spy, if it gets away. I try and get on the cart, try and get it up the hill. I don't know where our team is. I meat shot that scout pretty well, so he's not going to be doing anything to us. Their sniper gets our mid again, so it's another push that we're not going to be able to make. And then he gets me. And then their spy gets my dispenser. And again, we're holding super far back. I think I switched to Wrangler here, just so I can wrangle at the sniper and wrangle at people and try and get more damage out. I'll let that spy. There's spam literally everywhere. So I'm like, okay, let's go for it. I'll wrangle at people. So I start wrangling at their demo, try and get some damage on him. destroyed again. But they have to pop. But we get, like, we go down so much that it's not worth it. Like, we lose pretty much everybody. And I think this is where Standaloner saves us. Like, he gets 3 or 4 picks that really help us. I don't know what I did here. I decided to go for Ring Around the Rosie, I guess. So now we're just pushing in. I decided to go up in the house, see what I can get, see what I can wrangle at. As you can tell, I like to switch weapons a lot. So they know I'm here. So I'm gonna get damage out. I tell them I tell my team that I'm distracting them and that if we need to go, we need to go now while they're looking at me. Their med jumps out, we get in, and there we go. Demo goes down. So now we need to get super aggressive up in their spawn, and we need to start killing them. Miss an easy shot on their soldier because he had literally 2 more health than what I damaged him for. But he goes down anyway. My mini stays up for a weirdly long time, and it gets a pick or 2, as you can hear it. So their scout goes down.
I'm moving this. Sentry down.
And then it did a ton of damage to their demo. So I'm like, okay, just moving this teleporter, being super slow about it. It probably would have been easier just to, you know, move, just destroy it and build another one. But a level 3 is kind of hard to get up when you're trying to push in. So I wanted to make sure that we had it up. Just miss everything. Hard blew in really hard. Trying to punch the spy. Our tellies go down. That's the problem with the Valente. I don't see that spy, I don't think, even though it was super obvious. Yeah, he gets me. So, Digi's on direct hit, try and take out their sentry. That's not an equalizer, apparently. I don't really know why. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, get the tellies up. And we just stall out super hard on this defense. They have like a 13-minute time, I think, after this, 14 minutes. Which isn't as good as our hold in the second half, but it's pretty impressive. So now we're just like, the med called the spy, so I try and help him. Our med needs to get out now, he doesn't. He gets crit. So now I'm trying to get out. Can't really wrangle anything because it's not far enough in. 6 surfs.
Sentry going up.
So now it's just waiting. I put that there so that they can't peek as hard on that corner. Which is good, it shuts down the sniper. Until Spy comes by and taps it. I call out that Spy. He dead rings away. Maka tries to find him. He Spy-sickles away. So I know that he's going to be going up into that house because there's pretty much no other place for him to go. And there's a lot of middle abundant up there where he can just replenish his dead ringer over and over again. So I know he's up here, so I'm going to go try and find him and maybe put up a teleporter. I don't see him. Put a little bit of damage on the demo. 15.
Teleporter!
So now we're just waiting, trying to push. We have Uber. We know where their gun is. This should be an easy push. So now it's just waiting. Trying to get in. Their spy is still dead right